How this is the recap of the day. Again, you had the Dixie keeping on chugging. So this possibility here is still valid where we have a inverted head and shoulders. Now the daily candle almost pushed over, but let's zoom in and see. So okay, it's that white dotted line. Let's see what happened. And this could actually be a very viable clue. And as you can see, we tapped it and rejected it yesterday. Could this be a double top in this area? Very possible. Let's zoom in some more. We got the Stochn coming down. This is obviously the 1 hour chart. Okay, so tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, watch this hourly setup. The setup is invalid if the Dixie goes over 103.598. Stick an alert there. Why is this important? Well, this could be what contributes to a short-term reversal and a pop into August close, meaning going from here, and then interesting that the 21 is where it's at, down to either 102.1 or 102. Okay, so this is one possibility, an inverted head and shoulders. Now, bigger picture, market risk is now currently at 275, which is only 25 points away from extreme. I drew this trend line back in December of 2021. And here we are in 2023, not far off of it. Okay, that's yesterday's high. Came down a little, does not matter because it's so far above our magic line and has been going up and still looks to have a little bit of momentum. However, it's at that white line. Okay, great. We already hit the high yesterday and now we're here. So if this pattern repeats itself, since this is all about patterns, this is day 2. That means that tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, there's a possibility for a pump. If that does not occur, the market's in real trouble. Now, I know right now everyone's bearish and everyone's like, oh my god, someone freaking switched out my minced Angus beef for Beyond Meat bricks, and you're telling me I'm supposed to freaking enjoy grilling and chumming on this shit. Okay, look, anybody who called 17 days of selling when BOJ happened, amazing. Okay, however, I'm almost thinking this is the daily, this could be some type of head and shoulders and go down here. Why am I saying this? Okay, I brought this up before. So if you look here where the RSI is right now, it's at 16 on the daily on this particular chart. This varies on if you're on TV or whatever, but on this Webull chart, so we had a bounce at 20 over there, we had a bounce at 18.90 over there, this one was 20, that one was 20. So that 20 number has been pretty good. Right now we're at 16. We have to go all the way back to full-on bear market crash and close to the bottom, let's do the 16. The 16 would be right there. Okay, can this still do this? Yeah, very possible, but we have a double bottom RSI here around 12. Okay, and when that has happened, the MACD has been in the 6th all the way down to 2 actually. All right, so where's the MACD right now? It's at 9, which is really low. Again, anytime we bounced this year, it's been around this area. So also, look, if you look at S2s here, when's the last time we clocked in an S2? Came really close in March. But when's the last time we actually hit an S2? That would again be here when we went really low. So we're still above S2 on here. Are we close to a reversal? Yes. We got a lot of catalysts coming up, mainly OPEX. Now, during this moon cycle, OPEX has been a sell with a low after, and then we fly up. Okay, I would still presume that this most likely is the case. And then we have some big catalysts coming up. We got Jackson Hole next week, which is going to be huge, right? It's going to be absolutely huge. We have, let me see, we got full moon on August 30th here. And I know I've speculated about did they change it or not. Looks like they didn't. Looks like the 10-year yield, the Bank of Japan news, overextension, you name it, rotation, brought this down. So therefore, I still will be playing the full moon pump into August 30th. What is interesting is we had a new moon 2 days ago. And we got first quarter on the 23rd. So I'm not sold on this full moon pump, but it is possible. I'll be watching this, and you should too. You should pull up your daily RSIs because we're close. Again, SPY has gap filled. Apple gap filled today, I believe, while I was resting. Yeah, very much so, because that was like 376. Maybe it did it yesterday already. So we got that. As far as SPY, the next gap, since we lost 437, the next gap then is down here at 430. However, QQQ is closer to its gap, which is here at 355. So tomorrow, if it's a sell and that gap fills, there's huge resistance at that gap. But again, everything has just been knifing. Nothing's working. Any bounces should be sold until this pattern, us being on this day. If we have a long limit down tomorrow on the 10-year, literally what you want to see is the 9 stopping it. There's a good chance that this same pattern repeats it and we get a pump, a retest, and then we get the end of the month rally. I remember trading this, which obviously was the Santa rally that time around. So watch this. If this goes above this trend line, market's done. We're gonna have a way bigger pullback. And again, until, and this really showcases, yes, we played some bounces, but when you see on the 15-minute, when they started unloading, there's nothing under the hood. All these bounces are just flow. That has to be a... Oh. Yeah, that was a glitch. Ow. Excuse me. What I wanted to show is when you look at the 15-minute. Come on, that has to be a glitch. Why is that showing that? Anyway, on SPY at least. You know, that's Bank of Japan right there. They have not, they're still unloading SPY. That is the, I mean, that could be an after hours. No, there it's gone. All right, so you see that, sure, we've had these pops where they buy it up here, and then we had a gap up, sold. Same here, they buy it up, stock market follows. Here they were holding it up, bought it up, pops after. Same here, end of day today, bought it up, we popped a little. So the dark pool does lead, obviously it works when you're scalping, but big picture it's still this, unfortunately. Same with this. I mean, this is pretty grandiose, and as you can see, there's a lot of puts here. It'll be interesting to see tomorrow how they do it. After hours, that could be a game changer, is Bank of Japan, and also EU CPI. Okay, it could flip this market. Friday we really have nothing. Okay, next week is a freaking minefield. This is going to be huge. I know it's not marked red, but they're holding their whole financial system up with the gilts. We got the red book, we got Richmond, again Japan, we got European data, all pale in comparison to the FOMC, or Jackson Hole rather, here. Okay, that's gonna be a big deal. Last year, it freaking knifed so hard, and it knifed long. Okay, it was brutal. So if he's not saying pause or rate cut, or when exactly the last hike's gonna be, or anything like that, puts, and if we have a pump into this, puts. What makes this even more interesting, and I want to draw your attention to it because it's really, really important, is that on that day we have Nvidia earnings. Now that's a huge deal. You know why, and I know why. How is it gonna play out? Only the market makers know. It could be freaking 300 or it could be 600, literally. And if Nvidia, I'm almost thinking like, remember last time when the market was about to die, and it was dying, but like worse than now, and Nvidia's earnings saved the market? That is a very big possibility, as Nvidia's earnings come out a little after this. Okay, so it's gonna be huge, and this is also gonna be huge on Thursday. There's a lot of economic data. Anyways, I want to draw your attention to another thing that to me smells like something's cooking finally. And that is, even though we had a pretty brutal down day, the Vol D wasn't, dying, and KRE was only down 0.20%, even with Goldman Sachs absolutely eating shit. And again, let's look at this a little bit more. That's pretty awesome when tech was eating absolute shit. So again, remember where we came from. We came from there, okay? It's held all of this. And I want to draw your attention to, why are these jumping around? Dude, they need to get their shit together over there. Okay, this. I'm not saying I'm gonna be playing out of the money calls Mega Million Lottery, but I might, because I have nailed Nvidia the last 2 earnings for a lot of money. So even if I lose, I'll still be up on it. Did I show you this double top on VIX? Now, I know that it was VIXpiration yesterday and they haven't crushed it yet, and it has a double top on the hourly. Okay, this can get smacked down. Last time you had a double top on the VIX like this was here, and this was a lower high though, but same pattern. So I would expect soon, don't be surprised if this starts hitting soft soon, because in my opinion it's all about the QQQ gap that I showed you, since every freaking trend line, because of the 10-year yield, can go stick some cheese in it. Here. Alright. This whole beautiful trend line that chugged all the way from March lows is done. I've drawn out another one that touches somewhere. But anyways, these are all done for now. And this is a pretty big, this is no fake breakdown anymore like we thought on that day when we bounced back. This is like capitulation. So we will see. Why is that trend line there? Okay, that's why. Here is the October low trend line touching March low. Where does it go? Okay. It brings us, where does it bring us at end of year? Shit, okay, 1 hour doesn't want to show it. Hold on, while we're at it here. Well, it brings us high, all-time highs next spring, but I'm thinking earlier than that. Oop, we can get rid of that, can't we? Because see, we filled that, and we filled that. Let's zoom out. Let's end with a zoom out here. Cup pullback handle that I want to go to 480.22. I know right now you might be saying there's no way it will happen though. Okay. And prayers to everyone. Love your family, love yourself. I hope I feel better. I don't know what's going on with, I got like, I don't know. It feels like a tongue muscle inflation, definitely. Inflammation. But yeah, been feeling pretty dog shit. So sincere thank yous to our freaking amazing community. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, everyone, for helping out. And again, markets work like this. After dog shit periods, they always turn up. After dog shit periods, they always turn up. After dog shit periods, they always turn up. And after dog shit periods, they do rebound, and we're not in a bear market. We're in a full-fledged economical breakdown. Are they gonna keep pumping the system, or are they not? Chart looks ugly. Could be a inverted head and shoulders that then goes lower, all fall and bounces on the October trend line. The October trend line is everything. It's there for a reason. It caught the March low. We could have a bounce, go down, and then continue to all-time highs, which is the most likely scenario. All right. God bless.